can't hear you either.
I couldn't handle my freedom. I take a dog and release him.
Can you hear the music now?
I lose my keys and debate myself. I still got a new fresh place.
Check one.
Cause I ain't gonna find
There we
my
go.
way back home. While the fresh paws beats on top of me, I got a feeling.
Hello. You know what I just realized? That I thought it was all one word, paw fat wood. It's 2 words, right?
Yeah, 3 words.
Oh, it's 3.
Yeah.
On YouTube, it's 2.
Oh, yeah.
What the hell, dude? Uh-oh. We got mic issues. Nope. Do the thing again. Oh, boy.
111.
There we go.
Welcome to the show, Ryan.
Welcome, Paul. Thank you.
Thank you.
How art thou?
Good. How are you?
Excellent. Good to see you.
You too. So will you monitor here and there on your phone whether we're online or not?
The YouTubes or the
Yeah.
Reddits?
I'll get the Reddit up here.
Hey, thanks for the coffee, by the way. And shout out to our
No
sponsor,
worries.
JJ Bean. Eventually we'll get in trouble for that, I'm sure. Because the podcast is going to fucking blow up. Always laugh into the mic, Paul.
Oh yeah.
You know the rules.
Yeah.
I'll find my way back home. Doing your producer thing?
Yeah. It's tough.
We don't need it, man. Screw it. I'll check YouTube. Let's get into it. Okay. RPAN. This is where we get the majority of our callers in the usually in about the 12 to 17-year-old range, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah. RPAN seems to be a younger audience, which is proves for some interesting callers like our pal Eric last week.
Yeah. Yeah, it was good.
Was he though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh right, he was bullshitting us.
He was.
Yeah.
He was a little fucker.
Okay.
Good?
Yeah.
Cool. Let's begin.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, so
Let's start here. How was your week?
well, let's introduce the show first.
Okay, yeah.
The show is called the Be With Us Now Generalized Call-In Show
Very good.
with the Chit Chat Boys.
Mm-hmm.
We do it every Saturday at about 11,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a call-in show. So you can call in to our hotline at 1-800.
You can call in and talk right to us?
Yep,
Wow, that's cool.
right on the air. And the number's on the screen.
Yeah. Which is what?
1-800-329-1619.
Excellent.
Toll free.
Excellent.
Um,
Hey, did you put some Vaseline on your lips recently?
shea butter.
Oh, okay. You went a little high. It's like in your mustache.
Well, I put it in my beard too.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I use it as beard oil.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Um,
It's got a nice sheen to it.
yeah,
Yeah.
and we talk about topics that we bring to the table,
Like
and
shea butter.
yeah, because they can be impromptu topics like that too,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
we bring other topics that we had actually brought to the table.
Indeed.
We kind of jump all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you do call in, you can address any of the topics, or you can just say whatever you want and we'll respond.
Yeah. Or you can do a bit like
Yeah.
someone and we'll just
You can say whatever you want.
we'll wreck you. Whoa.
If you
that's
say
a little
bad
bit.
stuff,
Yeah.
we won't let you stay on the show though.
We'll cut you off. And then we will shame you.
Yeah.
And you'll be forced to watch.
And this is what I was thinking about.
Mm-hmm.
Because we have like probably a few different specific topics
Mm-hmm.
to bring to the table, but the one thing that keeps coming up, I realize time after time, is what this show is even about, and what is even the point of having the show.
Sorry,
And what are any shows about?
Does that come up just in your brain?
Yeah.
When
yeah.
you say it comes up often?
I feel like we address that often.
We do. No, we do.
We do. We're always like, well, what is the show about?
Yeah.
What makes a good show?
Right.
With so many people just going out and doing things, like making content, what's the point even?
Well, because let's dive into that a bit. Like we do this because we enjoy it. It's an excuse for us to hang out and bullshit every week.
Yeah.
And we also strive to make it better and make it fun.
Yeah.
Right?
So what's gonna make it? What makes a show good in your opinion?
Well, we talked about this. There's like there's a variety of things. Like a good show can be you've got already established people.
Yeah.
Right? Like comedians.
Yeah.
And actors and people who are doing interesting shit.
Yeah.
Or they're like very specific to a topic, so you can go there for special expertise on a given subject.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Ours is more just like, that's where we're trying to feel it out, but I don't think we have to, obsess over it.
I didn't say we had to obsess over it.
You did. You said, let's not sleep until we figure this out.
I would never say that.
No, that's true.
I would never treat us like that.
What do you think constitutes a good show?
Everything that you said, but the opposite. I think it has to be people you haven't heard of. No, I agree with most of what you're saying. And, but yeah, so, what topics do you have, do you want to dive into this week?
Yeah.
Before, before the calls start flooding in.
Just to close that loop. I think there is...
I was thinking we could do lots of open loops too. Go ahead. And I was thinking maybe I'll interrupt you a lot. Yeah. No. Go ahead though.
Okay. Can I...
Keep talking though.
Okay,
Why are you stopping?
Can I go?
Please.
Okay, so what I was thinking was that...
I'll always let you finish.
Okay, sorry.
I'll always let you finish. I just want to say I'll always...
Okay.
I'll never not let you finish though.
But you will just interrupt me?
I feel like that's a characteristic of a lot of good shows, unfortunately. Sorry though.
Okay.
Please. That was me being stupid.
It's one pathetic host who just gets fucking ripped, interrupted.
No.
I will assume that role.
No. You're good.
Willingly, voluntarily.
What were you gonna say though?
Do you want me to wear like a crop top next time or something?
Yeah, for your massive left arm.
Extra shame. Yeah, we noticed earlier. I was like, we looked at the video and I was like, man, my arm looks monstrous. It's just the chair. Because my shirt and the chair.
Everyone calm down.
Are the same color.
These are actually some of the smallest arms I've seen in a while.
Yes. Actually, I was going to talk about that just for a fun side note. I had a nice week away from the gym.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, I did. I took a deload week, which was great. And it was awesome. I was sleeping in. I slept in a bunch, and I was lazy. I was super lazy this week. I watched,
by your standards, yeah.
Yeah, by my standards. 3 hours. I binge watched that show that I texted you about called Severance. Which I did want to.
Adam Scott.
Fucking awesome.
Okay, cool.
Awesome show, dude.
Ben Stiller created it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was one of those things where usually because I watch such little TV, I get all like, okay, if I'm gonna watch something, it's gonna be good, and I'll go into the rabbit hole of like searching reviews and Rotten Tomatoes and all that bullshit. And this time I was just like, it was like 5 p.m. I finished work.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna veg
out.
And I clicked on the first thing that popped up on my Apple TV.
So
and it was Severance.
haphazard.
Yeah, it was just rough.
You're like, go for it.
What was I like?
Roll the dice, Jesus.
Yeah. And I watched it and it was absolutely riveting.
Tight. Very cool. Love that.
Yeah. Super good show. Shout
out. So that's one topic, right?
Adam Scott, man, he's funny.
Yeah, he's
but
great.
He's also a good actor.
Yeah.
And he's got this weird, interesting look to him. There's a lot of close-ups of him in the show.
Oh yeah, he's got like his mouth is always like fucked up.
Yeah, it's a weird. He's got an interesting look. He's aging in a funny way. Because I just remember him as Derek from Step
You
Brothers.
should text this to him on Instagram as like a compliment. I just love looking
Love
at
your
how
show.
strange you're aging.
And
It's fucked up.
You're aging in a very peculiar manner.
And it entertains me.
And it brings me joy.
So, you
I
binge all
hope I
that?
don't age that way.
I'm actually gonna have my first sip of coffee.
Oh.
Cheers. Because coffee is
What do
like,
you mean first sip,
I haven't had a
dude?
sip yet.
What?
If I started sipping at the coffee shop,
Yeah.
I needed food.
Okay,
If I
well-
started sipping there, I would have had a little spike, and then I would actually started crashing a little bit for the
Interesting.
show. I wanted to start just like flying right now.
Because I picked you up at JJ Bean. Shout out to JJ Bean, show sponsor. And that was like 20 minutes ago. And your
Yeah.
coffee was sitting in front of you. Mine wasn't even
Yeah,
brewed
that's
yet.
how I didn't care though. That's how I wanted to plan it today.
That's interesting, though.
I've been noticing in the past. I get the coffee and it's like, unless you're having your first few sips right as the show starts,
Right.
it's not actually doing for me what I want it to do. So
Yeah.
I wanted to have like my first few sips because I feel great now. And the excitement, the more I let it
Yeah.
sit there, I'm like, well, I still have coffee
Yeah.
coming down the road for me.
You sound like an addict.
Yep. Yep. Anyways, what are you
The
saying?
ritual, yeah. You know, I feel good now. It's like the excitement all just building up.
Okay,
And
this actually
Mainline
segues into one thing I wanted to
Okay.
address too. We already talked about a little bit.
Okay.
I was like,
Sorry, dude, you're talking really fast now. Just kidding.
yeah, no, but
Caffeine,
yeah.
coffee.
Okay, look,
Yeah.
I've been every other show. It's like I'm wondering like how you like. It's like there's okay, you can like, you know, if you got. Well, the way we were like, okay, we had shows before.
Are you okay?
We had the earlier shows we did.
Yeah.
It was we were kind of the way we no.
I hope this is a bit, man.
Look.
Yeah.
In all seriousness. In seriousness, okay?
Yes. Be serious with me. Be with us now.
For real though, it's like this. Like, remember what I was saying? Just like
The
about
earlier
how
shows.
how I get it's like you're trying to you're trying to strike a balance between like I'm trying to strike a balance between being vulnerable,
Yeah.
sharing things about myself, but not just like painting myself as this crazy person.
Like you're
Because that's
Yeah,
what's
yeah,
funny
yeah.
to talk about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Like
something
your
reminded
Wim
me of
Hof
that.
stuff last week.
Was it Wim Hof stuff?
That
That was a couple weeks
and
ago.
the argument with the
Just
in your
brief.
head with the guy.
That was the one that set me over the
tights.
edge.
Yeah.
I reviewed that. I'm like, why are you even saying it? You're blowing that out of proportion.
Any further reflections on that?
Just the part where I realize it's a balance because remember
Okay.
when we spoke, I was like,
What the fuck
I'm
does that
totally
even
pulling
mean?
back. Well, I
Yeah.
was gonna say my next plan for this show is gonna be pull back almost all the way and stop being like sharing all these quirky things that happen during the day or like trying to make them into like interesting stories. But then it's like most of them are just genuine things that actually do make me laugh. That I find funny. So I'm like that part of being on it. If we're gonna even be out here, we might as well be vulnerable and say stuff that you find that are about yourself every once in a while. So it'll be about the balance.
I like it. What does that balance look like to you? Actually, that's a good segue because I had something that I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
Because we all have those moments when we talked about that when you were sharing your funny vulnerability, mental tug of wars.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, we all do. We all have funny instances like that. I had this, I live by the golf course. Went for a walk in Pacific Spirit Park, coming home.
Yeah.
Crossing 10th to go back to my place, and like UBC golf course is right there, and I can see people teeing off on whatever hole that is.
Just teeing off on
Teeing
their wife.
off.
Or no, golf. Okay.
Yes, that too. Wish.
Oh.
That leave a weird taste in your mouth? A little bit? No, don't do
Brings
that.
us into the ASMR part.
The miso. Oh, did you
Me-
remember that part from
Oh yeah.
from the Sunny podcast?
Yeah.
I thought you'd like that. Did that actually get to you in
A
the
little bit.
misophonia? Really?
A little bit, yeah.
Hilarious. Anyways, so I see this guy teeing off, and this is an instance where usually, and it bothered me for like 10 seconds. I was trying to think of how I would explain this to you. They're teeing off from the blues,
Okay.
the tips,
Okay.
in other words, which is like, for those non-golfers out there, reserved for better golfers.
Yes, it's a reservation.
It's a reserved space for talented young golfers and old alike. Anyways, so you got to be reasonably good to play from there.
Yeah.
The way that this guy, it just fucked with me. It was
What'd
like
he do?
I was walking across. I'm watching this guy tee off. I'm like, I'm gonna watch this guy tee off because it was a red light, and so I'm standing there watching him. He just like went through this pre-shot routine. I'm like, he's playing from the blues. Maybe he's good. Steps up, steps away,
Nice.
and like the way, it's just the
Be
way
careful, yeah.
that he stepped away.
Oh.
It was like he was literally, it's like he studied a PGA Tour player.
Oh yeah.
And was just
little-
like stepped back and was like, and he looked, it was like he had fucking rehearsed this, man.
This is the best part of his game. That step
The best
back.
part of his game. He like pulled his sleeve and kind of like went.
Oh, I can see it.
He was just like behind the ball, and it was like a no distraction step away, like a internal kind of,
Yeah.
I'm gonna regroup.
Yeah.
And his group is all like watching him.
Yeah.
And then at this point, it's long enough that I'm already walking across, and I'm like, I gotta keep watching this.
You got a day ahead of you.
And I get
okay.
across the street, and I'm still looking, and because he goes and readdresses, and fucking like made me want to vomit. The swing was just awful, and he just like hit this skanker like duck hook, and it just pissed me off. It was like, it was just gross.
I can tell it's mad. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's a good picture.
For a split second. But it was just one of those funny moments where I was like, ugh, it just grossed me out. Because
Yeah.
I get so, for context, we grew up playing golf. We play golf.
You and that guy did?
You and me, you fuck. We play golf to a reasonable level. Both played college golf, so we can play.
I don't identify as a golfer. I didn't want to be outed as a golfer.
Yeah,
today.
yeah.
I didn't know we're choosing to out each other as our different.
I am. I'm throwing you under
kinks.
the bus.
No one needs to know that's my kink.
Yeah, you're like, you shot a 64 at
Golf
Riverside.
play at
Shot a
Riverside.
64. Was it Riverside?
Yeah, it was a TPC at Sawside down in.
Anyways, we can play golf. Shut the fuck up for a sec. We can play golf, and I get
Now I'm
conscious
pissed.
about that being like too pro-y.
Yeah.
And we can play, and I'm like, I'm the guy. That sickens me even for good golfers.
I understand the story entirely. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
And I feel sick.
This is gonna bother both of us for
No,
the
it's
viewers
good. I like
for
that. I like
the whole
how you
day.
did the.
It's
I like
gonna
how-
ruin our day now.
I can see him, and I was
Yeah.
imagining the
Like
shirt
this.
fix,
Yeah.
and then the little sideways, like
Yeah, yeah,
maybe
yeah.
with the one
Yeah.
thing, just getting
And
one more
chin-
visualization.
Chin really high, like.
Oh, that. Well, that's like that's
And then
alpha
kind of
shit
just
right
like
there.
looking at the ball and just like, it was so.
He was faking it till he makes it. I mean, there's
Good
like
for him,
it's
hey?
sort of. I'm playing devil's advocate right now, but
Yeah,
he
yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
deserve it. He's a piece of shit. But I
He's
guess it's
probably
like
a really good guy, actually.
that was a good topic. I like
Yeah,
that.
no, I thought you would. Thought you would.
Do you have should we go alternating topics?
Well, whatever, man. Let it flow, bro. I'm bouncing all over the place.
Yeah, you're
Know that?
you're a little bit unhinged.
Yeah, man.
I'm the cool one.
No, you're not, dude. I saw Dune.
No shit.
You seen the movie?
Nope.
I talked about Severance, right?
And you saw Dune as well.
Yeah. It was a lazy week, man. What can I say?
I'm not judging. That's great.
Dude, you are. I watched Dune, which I had started. I watched about half
Coffee's
of it.
salty.
Is it?
It's like someone stirred it with their finger.
with their sweaty pecker.
Well, it's nice, kind of.
Yeah.
Sorry though.
No, that's okay.
How was Dune?
You don't have to apologize if you already stated your intention of interrupting
I know we're a movie review show, and I didn't mean to break that.
Yeah. Smiskel and Zebert. Okay, you go with the topic.
I'm not shutting that topic down.
Okay, so Dune. I watched half of it on the flight home from Texas. And enjoyed the half of it, but then I was cut off due to the landing process.
Okay, selfish.
Piss off, eh? And anyways, finished it recently. Also a dope movie. So that's 2 shows.
I would see both of those.
Dune is sick. Do you like sci-fi though?
Taste.
I
do. You have great taste.
Do you like sci-fi-ish shit?
I do, yeah.
You do?
I like. I rarely watch a movie
like
set on
Element.
Earth. Yeah, It makes me feel. It's like Earth is so last year.
Yeah. Well, then you'd like Dune for sure. It's a good movie. Very
cool. I was thinking about how it would be funny to ask if there's 3 different situations where if you ask at the restaurant if they have pizza, 2 of them are funny and 1 is not.
Okay.
It would be funny if you asked if they had pizza to the server at a restaurant that definitely didn't have pizza. Like if you're at a steakhouse and you went, do you guys have any pizza? Everyone,
yeah,
just kills probably.
If
you're at also a restaurant that's mainly a pizza restaurant, then that's going to be funny too on the other end.
Yeah, that is funny.
The only one that would be funny is the
pizza,
middle.
Right?
Yeah, it's like Pizza Hut or something.
Yeah.
And so then your whole table is going to laugh too.
Right?
Have lots of fun.
Yeah.
In the name, exactly. So the middle one, if you had a restaurant that serves a kind of a general restaurant that serves a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
If you said it there, it's not funny at all.
Not funny, but it's a good question. Right?
It goes into the more useful category of questions.
We're going into the pragmatic approach.
So that was my topic.
That's a great topic, man.
Yep.
Yeah. And now let me ask you this.
Oh.
Do you do that?
I've never done that.
You've never done that?
I've never done that.
Let's talk about what you said to those people today at the coffee shop.
We had some fun at the coffee shop.
Which was your highlight of the week.
Yeah, I did my big week thing.
Yeah.
So that we could have something really interesting to talk about on the podcast.
And then you had to explain it to me after.
Well, I wasn't sure if you heard it because you didn't laugh at all, actually. And I thought you were going to laugh a lot.
Yeah.
And then so when you didn't laugh, I was like, well, you must not have heard it.
So, that's basically the essence of a good joke is when you got to describe to the person, hey, did you hear what I said back there?
You guys didn't catch that, did you? Because
did I tell you what happened earlier? And then it took about 5 minutes to explain the whole situation. Because the joke that you were making basically for my entertainment was like based upon a circumstance that had occurred before I arrived at the coffee shop.
Yeah. So, but I couldn't tell you what I was going to say.
Yeah.
And ruin the whole
You know what you
project.
could have done?
What?
You could have been like, before we left, you could have been like, hey, so Ryan, just so you know, earlier they dropped their lid. They dropped their lid and I picked it up for them. And then I'd be like, cool. And then you'd be like, just hang on to that. And then when you're leaving,
put that in your back pocket.
And then grab me quickly, be like, hey guys, enjoy your lid. And then look directly at me.
Oh, okay, but you're right. That would be the ultimate version of that.
And then they'd just be like,
I didn't have the balls to do that whole production, and I go to that coffee shop every day.
Yeah. Just notes for next time.
That was the best version of it, though.
Yeah, that could have been a good one. That would have hit home. Really hit home. With like the direct eye contact on me after, with like a big smile. I think that would have killed, man.
That would have ruined their day. That would have been like, well, I guess that's what we're talking about for 3 days. And making sure that we don't see this guy around crossing the street when we see this guy again.
Dude, as he's doing his Wim Hof, walking to the coffee shop. having him talking out loud. All of a sudden, your like internal debate with the guy with wearing the tights is like,
what the hell? These are like
is out in the open. You're disgusting.
Okay, we're
like,
doing callbacks from
sandals
from our dud episode. Let's do callbacks from our worst episode. I'll show now.
I can wear sandals whenever I want.
Okay, I love that. Let's move it along.
Yes.
It's your turn.
Next
for topic.
topic.
And
So
like
are
we
doing-
said earlier, this is a call-in show. So if you feel like calling in, that's a working
Yeah.
phone number.
That is. Give us a
And,
buzz.
it comes right onto the air. I know this.
Yeah.
It's not for everyone to call in, but
Right.
it makes us better.
It makes us better humans.
Yeah, it's like no, whatever.
Whatever.
Go ahead.
Paul's first attempt at a desperate request for call-ins. So one of the things I had on my list was Tim Dillon.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
You're gonna review his new movie.
No.
This is all the things I watched this week with Ryan Hickey and Paul.
It's funny because I did have another thing I wanted to talk about.
I'm imagining. Okay, go ahead.
Okay,
You're
so
gonna.
Tim Dillon, I have this like, I'd love to get your take on this because I both love him and he frustrates me.
Okay, I'm in the same
big
boat with
time.
him.
Because
Totally.
he's just so like, anytime there's a comedian that is so opinionated and just such a wizard of articulation, which he is,
Yeah.
and he's just such a master of bullshit
Yeah.
that he can just like, and then he just, I think of any comedian, especially those who have podcasts
Yeah.
and are like quite out there with their opinions and shit.
Uh-huh.
He would be the most prominent in my mind of one who just like, he will just go on a tangent with like strong opinions on big subjects, and then just on a whim he just like always uses this get out of jail free card, like, I'm a fucking comedian, I'm dumb, you know.
Yeah,
and yet
yeah.
you're like, well dude, you're fucking, and yet if things are landing, it's actually kind of a beautiful like a weapon that he's got, because he can just go, and depending on how it's being received or how he's articulating it, it's just like, there it seems so factual and true, and then yet
Yeah.
if someone's there who's like, you know, nah, that's not true, he'll just be like, yeah, you're right, I'm done.
Yeah, you're right. He does use that. I agree, and that's the problem with comedians. A lot of times that has frustrated me more and more over the years, that they do that. Even in their stage acts, a classic like stand up is very opinionated. You have, because it's not that funny unless you take a strong stance on something, and then you go hard in on it. And it's like, if you're that hard in on everything, you're losing all the nuance, of course. And you're gonna be wrong in some if you're that dug into one thing. And I guess that's understood. I'm not thinking that these comedians actually believe everything they say.
Right.
But when they go on podcasts, like you're saying, it gets blurred a bit, because he'll go on around that sounds like he's actually spouting his own feelings. And then I've seen him. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Well, we had that discussion before. I don't know if I agree with you with the whole like, because it is definitely traditionally what's worked for comedians.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you have to be that opinionated.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
know?
You don't.
But it works for a lot of them for sure.
You're right though. That's like, there's so many different styles that it's not like a requirement. But
Yeah.
for that, that's a good one. I like that. Tim Dillon does that for me too.
Yeah.
I saw one thing with Tim Dillon. Mostly I like him these days.
Yeah, me too.
I just mostly like him, but I don't like simp for him. Like he can't do no wrong. Like a lot of people like.
Is that what that means? Simp for?
Well, it's like you just kind of like, you like. I mean, I'm probably using it a little generally, but
The Reddit vernacular?
it's definitely like a internet word.
Yeah.
But it's like it's like
I've been
just
on
giving too much too much credit, too much love when they don't, and not calling people out on their shit when they deserve it. And people do that to all sorts of, internet celebrity, of course.
Mm-hmm.
That's nothing new. But one thing I saw that I remember, I turned it off with Tim Dillon. He was doing a bit on stage. It was just a recording of him doing a show when they were doing some spaced out shows during the middle of the pandemic, like first year, like midway end of the first year when they're still doing some tours in like southern states and stuff.
Yep.
And he was this nurse went and like they call it a heckler as long as if you're standing up in a show and saying anything. Yes, she's breaking the rule of a typical audience member.
Right.
She was pissed off at him because he was doing some like just like right wingy sort of stuff, and it's a bit with him, like you said. A lot of it he just like is messing around.
Yeah.
But she took offense, and it's like she was a literal nurse who's been working her ass off and just like getting wrung out down there. And so she was like, you could hear her emotions. She wasn't like a Karen.
Okay.
She was just like gonna leave and said something, and then he just went in on her, and he was just so wrong. It was like, you're so wrong, and you're playing to your base of like people who think the mandates and the masks, and that was pre-vaccine, I think, but just starting to like seed all those really, I mean, they're worth debating, all these things.
Right,
but
right.
He was just like going in on this nurse who just like, it made no sense to me.
Yeah, yeah.
So I was like, bad taste, but you
Yeah.
know, he's a human being. He was just like in the moment. I'm not gonna. Yeah, he's many things.
And man, that's one of the things where you wonder. I often think about this. It's like, in order to do, this is where I give credit to like anybody who's taken their like exposure level to that degree.
Yeah, for sure.
Because and maybe it does come back to the whole opinion thing. Like, you're gonna fucking piss people off, and you're gonna fuck up a bunch.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm sure that like there's a ton of people even below the level of like, there's like cancellation level where they obviously come out and are like, I apologize for this. And then there's below that level where they're not getting canceled, but you're like, whoa, like, Jesus, you wonder, because it seems so clear that that's like who they're being, but we've all done that. I fucking behave in circumstances where after I'm just like, ew.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck was I saying?
Absolutely.
I was not behaving like the person I want to be. And you wonder about how many times they have that. And it's just like, I have that in fucking everyday circumstances, or like client calls or interactions or whatever. And yet their shit's just like on a megaphone because everything they do is on camera. Yeah. Basically.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
Good topic.
Yeah, man.
So I'm just gonna double check, see if our call thing's working.
Yeah. Is it working? I'm gonna check my list.
Check your list. Oh, I'll check the
no,
Reddit
let's not
chats.
check anything more.
No.
You know what I was thinking, man?
What's that?
I would love to go to Thailand with you.
Let's do it.
You know?
I love that.
It's such an awesome place, man.
Yeah, I want to go.
Do ya?
Yeah.
Have you heard good things?
Only good things.
It's so sick, man. I was like,
friends I was hanging out with last night were reminiscing about their trips there too.
Really?
Yeah.
Hansi?
Yeah.
I guess we're not doing names, eh?
Yeah, we don't need names.
We don't need names, man.
That's not fair.
It's just so...
People don't want other people to know that they hang out with me.
That's true. That is true. Initially, when we started doing the show, I requested my face be blurred out and my voice distorted.
Yeah. Oh my God,
were
that
against
reminded me. I had the weirdest dream about Vladimir Putin last night.
Oh, really?
Like,
Is your
realistic... Oh my God, we got a call.
Okay, yep. Calm down. Here we go. Go ahead.
Welcome to the Be With Us Now Generalized Call-In Show.
Hi, welcome to the show. Who do we got?
You've got Matt's. I'm in Matt's Pleasant, Vancouver, and I wanted to call in and see how you guys are feeling today.
Oh my goodness!
What a pleasure to have you on the show, Matt. We love you.
Yeah, I've got my darling wife next to me. Say hi, Kristen.
Hey guys.
Wow, we love you too, Kristen.
Kristen, and did you guys hear? Like, we literally just referenced you guys, but without names, of course.
No, we did not.
You
hear
didn't
that.
hear that?
Oh, because we're gonna be delayed. They won't even see that part of the show for a minute. Yeah, you're gonna be tripped
You
out.
are.
We referenced you anonymously. How are you guys? How's the morning
Well,
going?
wait. Let's not brush over that, because that's pretty wild. We literally just talked about them,
Yeah, that's good.
again, without names.
Yeah.
Wink, wink. And you guys called within 10 seconds of the reference.
True.
Let's not just brush over
That's some
that.
dope shit. Very
There was
cool.
a
And now
fair
we can move on.
situation here.
What's on your mind today, our lovely, beautiful friends?
Oh, well, we're just recovering from an evening with some friends last night.
Yeah.
Might have partook in some illicit materials and,
Yeah.
Just had a good time ultimately. There was
Yes.
definitely beer involved, I'll say that much.
Yeah, and you're a dark beer guy, aren't you, Matt?
Well, I have some thoughts on dark beer. See, I find it to be a little bit too much at times, especially when I'm just trying to, have a casual evening. They can be overwhelming, especially when you get into those double espresso stouts.
Yeah.
Oh, now how much is too much? Tell us.
Maybe one espresso can be enough. I think two is too many. And if you even throw a milkshake in there, I'm just turned right off.
Yes.
Now, Kristen, do you like it when Matt is just constantly just stomping around the house, just chugging espresso beers all week?
Oh my God, no, I don't at all.
The coffee breath, I think, is what turns her off.
Yes.
That's the issue.
It's
Awful
not the
coffee breath, and
it's
I'm
not
intoxicated.
it's not the caffeine and alcohol rage that occurs, because we know Matt's is just a real angry person.
Matt's is
It's just the coffee breath effect. That's it. Hey, how are the kiddos,
I
you
try
guys?
to save myself. Sorry.
How are the kiddos doing?
they drink too.
They do. They do. Paul's not telling lies.
Little booze hounds.
So this is a family show, right? So
No, it's not. We
everything stay on the
encourage
rails?
It's a
foul language and
It's a
very
science
adult
show.
topics.
science-based political
It is.
show.
Did you guys know that Paul's a scientist?
I didn't realize he had that background. Paul, could you please elaborate on your
Yeah, tell us,
specific
Paul.
training?
I do studies, I do clinics, and I take talks. I walk around and tell people about stuff.
Wait, TikToks?
I do talks.
Oh, okay.
Every time someone's like, "What's that about?" I'm like, "Well," and then I just
Sit
go into
down.
it. Yeah,
Sit down and I'll tell you.
sit down.
Why don't you eat up and we'll tell you. You said you said studies and clinics. I'm curious what those mean to you.
No, we're moving on.
Okay.
No, we're moving on.
Zero
Yeah.
scientific background we've
Um,
uncovered.
Are you guys having the relaxing morning you had hoped for?
Well, I'd like to make sure that Paul's more peer-reviewed more often, but yes, our morning is actually going quite
Yeah.
nicely.
Matt's is always a
Thank
stickler
God.
for the peer review process.
Thank God somebody's got
appreciate
to do
that.
it.
It's been a nice morning. I was actually just thinking about how you guys are enjoying JJ Bean right now, and then it got me thinking too different coffees in this world. And then I landed on Tim Hortons, and then I realized I don't like Tim Hortons anymore because they do too much. I feel like they've pushed the limits of what Tim Hortons used to be. It used to be a wholesome, well-run hockey establishment,
Yeah.
and now
Oh
it's
God.
some blown out of proportion, does everything place. And what are your
Yeah.
thoughts here, Ryan? I'll let me start with you.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
I like this.
Tim Hortons, yeah. I think that great Canadian company, Actually, wait a minute. I'm mistaken. They sold. They're now owned by a massive U.S. conglomerate, if I'm not mistaken. Is that correct?
Oh.
I think
you're
Burger
right.
King owns them.
I mean, I'm not going to fact check you, but
We don't do any of that on this show. That's like a hard, fast rule, zero fact checking on the generalized call-in show.
This is the place to create your life how you want it.
Yeah, you know what? I got mad love for Tim Hortons mainly because I'm biased. I do have friends who are involved in the franchise, and they're just hardworking, good Canadian people. So I love them, and I do see what you're saying as well. Does that tickle your fancy?
Yeah, that seemed authentic.
Interesting. So you've got some personal connection there.
I do.
Your views are slanted, is what you're trying to tell me. That's
Yeah,
fine.
heavily
Paul,
biased.
that unbiased view from yourself.
I'm with you, Matsy. It's it does what it, I mean. You still can't really find much cheaper food somewhere. So if you're in a pinch every once in a while, you want to like fill up and get a little buzz going for like $6, then go there, and you know what you're in for. And the sausage farmer's wrap is a flavor masterpiece in my opinion. But yeah, I mean, as soon as they didn't do donuts in store again, I know that, and they just ship them in like everywhere else. That was a big bummer for a lot of people, and I think a lot of people echo your sentiments. But whatever.
You know what though? I don't
know why I said that last part.
Yeah, no, for sure. You really.
I felt like a bummer there.
You discredited yourself entirely.
I know.
If anybody ever said something at the end of their statement that ruined the previous half, it was you right there. It is an interesting topic though, because he's just for the visual, you guys. He just
So
put the
embarrassed.
mic into his forehead in shame. But I did want to talk a little bit more about this. This is a great
We'll
topic.
probably see that in a couple seconds.
You will, yeah. The delay is real. But you know what? I think about this often. I love supporting local. I love unique shops, food, whatever it may be, that just like are run by, it's only that. And I also have this this thing where I'm torn between finding that and also just enjoying the consistency of like franchises and bigger stores. Like, you just know their shit's just so dialed. Like, let's use Dollar Store as an example. Dollarama. It's just so you know what you can get in there, and it's so stocked, and their inventory is so dialed, and the prices are the same. If you go into a random dollar store, it's really like it's a crapshoot. You're gonna not know what's going on there. Is the pricing good? Who knows? And so it's a little bit more of a toss-up. So like, what do you guys think about that? Because I find that an interesting dilemma in my own brain.
We were also literally just talking about that last night. How if you
Interesting.
want a good steak, go to the K. You know what you're
Yes.
gonna get.
Yeah.
Like, it's literally the same every time. And I like going to Dollarama. I don't want to go to those one-off dollar stores because I don't know what I'm gonna find.
Kristen, you get it.
Are you crying, Kristen?
You touched on a special part of Kristen's life.
I
she's in the
appreciated
computer
that. That was
world.
heartfelt.
So-
there.
and-
No, it's exactly my sentiments. I love it.
Very good. I do. I think you
You,
all.
you know your audience well, Ryan. It's one of your strong points.
So you guys are one of our 25 viewers weekly.
That's pretty generous too.
Yeah.
Well,
We get about
you're getting in at the ground level.
totally.
Yeah, I'm proud to be inside the century for sure.
We're
When
taking-
you guys push 100.
Yeah, we're taking investments.
Blown up, and we won't matter anymore.
No.
No, you guys
Yeah,
will
you
always
will.
matter. We are taking investments though, so let us know if you want stocks. They're written on Post-it notes, but they are legit, and they will be worth many
Well-
monies.
Well, I am a savvy investor, and this seems like a winning option. So we need to talk further.
Yes.
Perhaps off air. I don't want anyone else. to
Yeah.
know that I'm getting this around for you.
Definitely.
Was there anything else
But
you guys wanted to?
I have to know, are these?
Yeah, go please.
Oh no, I was just
Mm-mm,
gonna ask.
mm-mm.
Just to confirm, these Post-it notes, are they transferable legal tender? Like, if I walked into a Tim Hortons with my share Post-it note, am I gonna get a sausage wrap? Is that
Honestly,
available to me?
Honestly, no. Definitely not. I'm going to be straight up with you. I'd love to say that they are their legal currency, but it's literally a Post-it note that Paul writes on there, and he's still learning how to do that. write and read. So, yeah, no, they're just good with us, and really, we have nothing to offer other than friendship.
And we'll always bring that to you. straight from the source.
Straight goods.
Really makes it all worthwhile.
Just when you
I
think
have to say that I really like what you guys are doing here. This has been a very entertaining morning for us.
Thank you so much for tuning in, you guys, and we love you guys, and and it was lots of fun hanging out with you last whenever that was, and we just wish you all the best, and I can't wait to see you.
We do love you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you for calling in.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure.
Love you guys too.
Okay.
Go get yourselves a couple sausage Tim Hortons
Go
wraps. Or not. Find some better local offering.
And call back in about half an hour. Ryan's going to talk about more stores he went to this week and movies he saw.
Yeah. Tune in next week where I'll review new shows.
Let's. Okay, we'll let these fine people go.
We love you guys.
Bye, guys.
Be well.
Okay, yeah, you guys take care
Okay.
of them too. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, guys.
Bye, guys.
Wow, what a great call.
Love it. We got a good call under the belt. That means we're still technically a call-in show. Because we can say that as many times. But if someone doesn't call, we're not a call-in show. So
that is true. And how many shows do you think we've had with 0 calls? Just to throw ourselves under the bus here.
That's been a few. I'd say maybe half.
And so we've done maybe 15 shows?
Yeah.
We probably had like 8 calls in total.
Yeah.
A couple shows where we had multiple calls.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways, shout out to Mats and Kristen. That was beautiful, beautiful call from beautiful, beautiful people. What was your next topic, Paul? Don't do that.
There's definitely salt in my coffee.
I feel like I'm just going to absorb your misophonia.
Yeah, I think you are.
Yeah.
Did we talk last time about how we might get calls? Our toll-free number was accidentally shared by
AT&T.
Verizon.
Yeah.
So I think they might have tapered off, but sometimes we get, like, off air, I get calls from it forwarded to my phone with people that need tech support on their phones and stuff. So
yeah. Hopefully we get that.
That would be ideal, because a call's a call's a call.
Because I will go into it in terms. I thought about that. And
we were having a moral debate last time.
Yeah.
Whether to
pretend to be a Verizon.
You're going to?
I might try it.
I'm still not comfortable participating.
Why though?
Because these are people trying to get their work phones to work again on a Saturday.
Yeah.
And they leave voicemails sometimes. Okay. And I get them, and they're fucking fed up.
Right.
They're fed up with Verizon.
Yeah.
And you're gonna be the last straw. And then we're gonna read a headline. It's like,
lawsuit issued to generalized calling boys, the Chit Chat Boys.
I was thinking it'd be it'd be that.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
What's your next topic, Rye?
Well, I did. So it was it was regarding Dune.
A circle back.
Yeah.
A circle back on a movie review.
No, hold on, bear with me. It was.
This better be a wrinkle of real fucking nasty remix of this topic.
It is. Yeah, it's something we've talked about before. So Jason Momoa is in it.
Dune, which is what we talked about before.
No, in previous days.
Okay.
So Jason Momoa is in it. Do you know Jason Momoa?
Yeah.
And I was thinking about how funny, like, a guy like that is just like, he's just set up to do well. Like, the man is just a giant, jacked, handsome, like, charming motherfucker. Naturally, he's worked for hard, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And he just, because we talk about that with, like, Tony Robbins, like, how would you not grow up being this monster guy who's just like probably just never had a single woman not want to just do rotten things to him, like go ahead.
No.
It's just funny. I love the guy. I think he's great.
Momoa,
yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know him. I shouldn't say. I always try and.
Has he been on the show?
He has been, yeah.
He has been.
Yeah. He was one of the callers. One of the 8 callers.
He calls in like he's 4 of them.
No, I try.
He's always so bored on
I
Saturdays.
know, man. He's chilling on Saturdays. He's you know, I try and restrict myself from being like, I love this person or I don't like this person.
Yeah.
When you don't fucking know them. Because even going back to the whole like Tim Dillon thing, we don't really know them.
But you don't restrict yourself that much, obviously.
That's true. I'm a walking contradiction. I'm a walking hypocrite, which my brother has just alluded to.
I like
such
it's
a
a good
rude
point
manner.
though. This show's about coming out of our shell. This particular episode for me, remember? I'm gonna be rude.
Yeah.
Not purposely.
Whoa.
I hear what you mean about Momoa, and I think we talked about that with Tony Robbins, which same thing. I don't want to discredit anything. I don't know Tony obviously, and it's like he's all the normal stuff about Tony Robbins.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do like a really revolutionary perspective on this, but
What are the normal
we
things?
pointed out just that like whatever you think of him, he's a big personality. He's helped a lot of people.
Big time.
Can't deny it. He's made himself great.
Mm-hmm.
Can't deny it.
Right.
It's all good. But like you're saying, we either had this conversation in private or last year on the show. It's like when people say Tony Robbins is like, because isn't this story about how he like came, because he was depressed for a while, I think.
Oh, really?
Which,
I didn't know that.
To his credit, I guess that happens to
Like,
anyone.
he
But
was-
there's something about having
He's
that.
like, why is my dick so big? Why is my dick so much bigger
I
than...
fucking rat out a semen again this week.
It's like that Dalia bit where he's like, does the Drake thing. I'm crying. I can't find my Rolex. Boo.
Yeah. Same with Robbins.
He's like, yeah.
Whatever. Fuck. It's all good.
It's also like when I was writing that topic down, I was like, it does sound like a bit of a bitch move.
It is.
you
It's
know?
like, because our podcast is like,
he's so lucky.
yeah. But we're prefacing it.
Yeah.
So we got all our bases covered.
Yeah.
We're not taking a stance on anything.
No.
We always just cover our bases, so we have all of our opinions are properly couched with little escape plans.
Yeah. Again,
that's
bitch
what's
move.
true.
Oh my God, another call. Here we go. Double call day. Which is very rare. Just so you guys know, this is very rare. I gotta pee too.
Welcome to the Be With Us Now call-in show, generalized call-in show. Thanks for calling.
Welcome to the show. Who do we got?
Hey, how's it going? This is Corey Trevor.
Hey, Corey Trevor. Wait a minute. That sounds like
That's a familiar
two
name.
first names.
No, that's cool though. It sounds familiar.
Yep.
How's it
Nice.
going?
What's
Yeah,
going on?
it might be, yeah.
So-
I'm just calling in today, about somebody in particular, Mr. Jim Leahy.
Oh, tell us about Jim Leahy. Shout out to, what's the actor's name again?
Well, I mean, it's not so much about an actor. It's more about, he's a drunk trailer park supervisor. And
Yes.
all we want to do is, get drunk and high.
Yeah.
And he interrupts our plan every time. We're just trying to get
Oh,
drunk and
man.
high. And Jim Leahy is always, getting in there and causing issues.
What more could a man want to get just drunk and high all day?
Yeah, I know. It's really all that matters.
So are you calling from Sunnyvale?
No, actually, we moved.
Oh.
It's another trailer park over in Nova Scotia.
Okay, and Jim's still fucking with you there.
Yeah, he is.
Man, that guy, dude. That guy. He likes to get drunk and high though too, doesn't he?
Well, he's back on the police force again, so he's not really all about that. Yeah.
Yes. That is excellent. Corey, oh, I get the reference. Corey Trevor. Excellent. So you're calling from Nova Scotia. What else can you tell us, Corey Trevor?
I have a question for you.
Tell us. Ask it.
Yeah.
Corey
what is
Trevor,
Mm-hmm.
when you find the perfect amount of drunkenness mixed with the highness,
Yeah.
what do you call that sensation?
Euphoria.
Bliss, I would say.
Oh, okay.
How would you describe bliss, Corey Trevor?
Just balance, equilibrium.
Those words mean nothing to me.
How would you? That's fair. How would you rate each of our bodies respectively on a scale of 1 to 10?
What do you mean by that? What are we rating off of?
Just looking at us.
Sex appeal.
Nope. It's not a sexual podcast. We just always need feedback on our appearances.
Yeah.
So
we're horrifically insecure.
How do I look my body on a scale of 1 to 10, and how is his body on a scale of 1 to 10?
Wait, how do I get a visual of? I don't know how to get a visual. I found the phone number in Tim Hortons.
Oh, good, Trevor.
I like it.
Nice touchback.
What's what's coming up for you the rest of the day?
Yeah.
There's a blizzard going on.
At Dairy Queen?
So yeah, there's a blizzard. A big blizzard is coming up.
Nice.
So I have that to deal with. That's about it,
You gonna shovel the driveways?
In the middle of the blizzard, just shoveling.
I guess you saved that for
in my nose, though. So.
Oh, you're having a little snowstorm.
You in the slopes today? Oh
yeah, dude. Yeah. That's a blizzard up in here.
I respect a guy who can hit the nose slopes and still laugh, because you know how sometimes people do that and it shuts their face down. They're like, that was hilarious, but you just laughed for us, so you got some good good control there.
That actually gives me a funny visual, like the high laugh. Really, just like this emotionless.
Yeah, man.
So good.
We like that. Any last thoughts or feedback or tidbits that you want to leave us with?
Yeah. Any wisdom to instill, Corey Trevor?
Wisdom's good.
Yeah.
No, just go to church on Sunday.
Okay.
Keep up with that church life. That's about it.
Keep up with the church life.
Will do.
Strike the balance and equilibrium between the drunken highness.
Yeah.
Have blizzard days on a Saturday, meaning copious amounts of cocaine consumption. And that's some wise words from a wise man. Thanks for calling in, man.
Thank you.
Okay.
I hope you two have a great day, and yep.
Yeah, likewise.
Love you, brother.
Much
Take
love,
care.
Bro. Bye-bye.
Right. Yeah, love you guys.
Wait, is that the
double
first
call day? We got a double call day.
That's the first time we've had the love you returned.
Yeah.
No, that's not true. Well, from people we don't know.
Yeah.
That was lovely. Thank you, Corey Trevor.
Double call day feels good. Feels real good.
Yeah, Paul, are you?
We get a real
are
call.
you?
I am
aroused right now.
There is a lot to unpack there.
Paul has been notoriously excited for calls.
Yeah.
And so when we get 2 calls in one day, Paul gets real fired up.
Yeah, we like it. Whose topic turn is it?
I think it was yours.
Because you're talking about Momoa.
That's right. Yep.
And I think I was gonna do a topic, and then I got distracted by all these calls.
Yeah. All these calls. 2, Paul.
What do you think about this? There's a restaurant.
Can I say something quick?
Yeah.
I got like because I have to pee so bad. We'll do like 15-minute warning. Love it. Okay. Yeah. What's about restaurant?
Now I got to be more discerning about my.
Yeah, man. No, you had one.
Yeah, but okay, you're right. I don't have that many left.
You can save them too.
This one's just weird.
Yeah.
There's a restaurant I drive by all the time on Kingsway.
Yeah.
And it's a chicken restaurant. I don't even know the name of it.
Yeah.
It's an Asian chicken fusion restaurant. There's a lot of those these days.
Yeah.
And
future sponsor.
It goes I think it must say like, so the chicken's so good. No, it doesn't say. It's like some Asian writing, and then it says even chickens recommend us. What, bro? You know what I mean? And there's been gags like that before, where like the logos are like, or the cow's getting milked and he's all happy.
Yeah.
I'm not saying this is new. I'm not saying I don't eat chicken. I'm not like doing a cause here or anything.
Trigger warning for
it's
the
like
vegans.
literally, there's not even a trigger warning for vegans for sure.
Yeah.
But like, put a joke in there. Even chickens recommend us. Like, just as like
I think
straightforward.
that is the joke.
Yeah, right. That is the joke. It rubs you a little weird though, does it not?
No, I like it. I think it's
Even
funny.
chickens recommend us.
Yeah.
Like cannibalizing themselves and like we all know like most chicken restaurants there's like this horror show of fucking like factory farming going on behind the scenes.
Probably.
But so it's like you're supposed to eat chicken at a chicken restaurant and kind of like pretend you don't know that stuff. But now you're like, let's just fucking just drive this point home that like just like let's insult these chickens one last time before we crunch them down.
Yeah.
It sounded like I was getting on a cause there,
right?
Even as I say it, but I just keep driving by and I'm like, thinking it's a weird thing to put on the side of your building.
Yeah, it is. It is a bit weird. I mean, I mean, people will do what people will do.
Absolutely,
it's marketing.
I don't even want anything. I don't want anything.
What do you
to
want
happen.
from us?
How about this
Myself
one? Oh yeah, no,
yours.
it's your turn.
Yeah. No, go ahead.
What if you're like a baker and you're like, people are like, what are you? You're a baker.
Yeah.
And you're like, or you even a hobbyist. And you're like, what have you been doing?
Yeah.
I've been baking a lot lately.
Yeah.
And they're like, what have you been baking? You're like, like fish and like beans and like all these like baked things like that. Can you imagine?
Yeah, that would be a bit of a loop thrown for sure. Yeah. And how would you have you been doing that?
No,
You
I just
haven't.
thought
you do some weird shit in the kitchen.
No,
you do some normal stuff.
Yeah,
you do some weird stuff.
Normal.
Normal.
You see me in the kitchen, it's just like normal.
Yeah.
Making normal stuff, walking around, just doing like a cool walk.
Yeah, no, definitely.
I'm usually on a call. I'm like, "What's up?" Like catching up with an old bra.
No, man. No. I've never seen that.
Drinking iced tea.
I've never seen you drink iced tea.
Anyways, but it's like.
Remember the one pop? I was thinking about that recently. Remember the one pop rule?
Yeah. We had one pop rule when we went on summer vacations.
Yeah.
In the summer. That was a great rule. I got to give the mom props for that.
Shout out, Mom.
Because that was so fun when we went on the 1 week vacation. You're like, guess what? You get a pop every day. We never got pop.
No.
At all.
Ever.
Like just like birthdays or like if you're out. But like to get a pop every day for the whole week was dope. And we respected it. We we're like, we're like, this is your one pop. You plan it. They get a whole different like variety of all sorts of pops. Oh my God. It's triple call day.
Triple call day. Who do we got? Welcome to the Be With Us Now call-in show. You're with Paul and Rye. Who do we got?
Hey, guys. My Reddit username is Cthulhu Duckin. I'm also a regular streamer and do a call-in show. I just popped over on your stuff. Saw you were talking about bacon. I was a professional chef for about 20 years. I actually have an associate's degree in pastry arts, and I'm the executive chef culinary of my own restaurant. So let's talk some cooking.
We have a lot to learn from you, sir.
Given your background with the baking, where should we start? You tell us. You take the helm.
Do you start with beans mainly or fish?
Yeah.
I'm like Johnny Cash. I've been everywhere, man. You know, I've done pretty much everything from catering to running bakeries to private business, working dive bars, working professional restaurants and chef work. I mean, I can talk about anything when it comes to cooking. It's been my expertise for a very, very long time. I don't do it anymore. I got injured, and so I can't stay on my feet as long as I used to.
Hang on. So what injury what injury rendered you unable to continue in that profession? If you don't mind me asking.
It was a combination of no, it's fine. I'm an open book. It was actually kind of a combination of three. I had a really bad car accident that basically crushed my legs. But I recovered from that, although I had some permanent nerve damage. Then I had a 1.5 ton steel ramp from the back of a auto-loading truck drop on my legs. Another major injury.
Poor legs.
The real kicker was I was actually making
not much of a kicker
huge
these days.
batch, like about a 5-gallon batch of beef stew and dumplings for my now ex-wife's potluck that she was having at work the next day.
Yeah.
And it was like 2 a.m. because stew takes a long time. And I was just rocking out some headphones. I wasn't paying attention to anything. Well, my cat always likes to jump on my back and climb over my shoulders, which normally is really cute. But if you're not expecting it, then it can come as a little bit of a shock.
That's
so
like a.
I'm pulling the
yeah.
stew off the stove to put it into an ice bath to cool. And just as I pull it off, bam, cat rocket right in the back. And startled the crap out of me. So I dropped it. And then I woke up about 15 minutes later because I immediately passed out from the pain.
Oh my God. Jesus,
my wife
man.
going like, "What the hell happened?" And I'm just rolling in this huge pile of boiling stew, screaming, "No, no, 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 no!" And then I finally come to, and I'm like, "I need to go to the hospital." I washed
She had
my
burns
legs off
everywhere.
in cold water, and I had 1st, 2nd, and 3rd degree burns all over my feet,
Good
up and down my
gravy.
legs.
Damn, your legs
I had to
again,
have-
dude. What the fuck is with your legs, man?
I had to have 3 plastic
Magnetic
surgeries,
to damage.
And they actually had to take a skin graft off of my thigh in the end,
Wow.
and then staple it on my freaking foot just to be able to get it to heal. The skin just wouldn't heal. I couldn't walk for 3 months. It was
Good gravy.
After that, I can't really be on my feet as much as I used to be able to do like a 12, 14-hour shift in the kitchen like you have to do.
Yeah.
So instead, I turned working to customer service and stuff like that. You know,
Nice,
jobs
man.
where I could be in an office or sit down. So,
Well,
I don't cook
where are
professionally
you calling
anymore,
from,
but I'm
dude?
home. I currently live in Texas.
Oh shit,
I'm
whereabouts,
originally
man?
from Michigan. I live on the outskirts of Boston.
Very cool. What area? I was just in Dripping Springs for all of January.
Specifically Round Rock.
Okay, cool. Do you know where like Beehive is and stuff? Or what's it called?
It's a little
Beehive.
north
Is
of
it Beehive? No.
I don't think
What's
I've
it
been
called?
there.
Anyways, great area. I love the burbs of Austin.
Yeah, you know, there's so much ethnic diversity down here, and so many cool places and things to see. I mean, I live near an Indian market, a Mexican market. Oh man, they have the best steaks. Holy crap!
Damn.
Yum. Carne.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah. Man, I
So,
just still.
Tengo
what were you
carne.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Well, first of all,
what are some of your favorite dishes and things to cook?
Oh.
boy. I don't know if you have time to get into a bunch of them, but Ryan, you got a special these days you're into?
I eat very basic. I would.
Ryan's actually a nutritionist, so he's like.
I eat super plain shit. Very plain shit. Like
Just hitting them numbers.
I'm
Getting
more
that
of
fiber.
more of a macronutrient guy as opposed to taste. I also have quite what I would consider, I don't know what I'm anchoring this to, but quite dull taste buds. Like the difference between something that I make at home, which is very basic and fulfills my nutritional needs, and like a really expensive dish that is fancy and on like a little tiny plate and a tiny portion. It's like the gap is, it's not that big.
And when Ryan and I were kids, we actually would collaborate. We had a good fit for a while there, where he didn't eat the middle of pizza and I didn't eat the crust. So I just take the pizza down, leave the crust, pass the crust along.
That's a true story, eh?
It was like some real
Pizza connection,
It
bro.
was like green thinking.
Yeah.
They use every part of the animal. Call back to my friends from last
Point
night.
being, like the
Yeah,
crust.
reusing jokes.
The crust is just plain, and I loved it. It was just the texture or something.
You're just like, oh, this
Give me the
crust.
Yeah.
This just eating the middle of the pizza could be so exhausting. But
That's how he spoke too.
Yeah.
What's and I'll do my specialty.
Yeah.
My
yeah.
specialty.
Yeah.
What's that?
I said I actually was a trained and certified nutritionist myself. So
Nice. Yeah, man.
Bro, this guy's been around.
What's your favorite, Paul?
I have. Well, I do experiment in the kitchen a little bit, so I'm trying to think what. Do you mess around with the spice fenugreek much? What was your name again, brother? Or you didn't want to say it.
Username.
Oh yeah, Cthulhu. Right, Cthulhu. We'll go with that. You ever do fenugreek?
I don't do a lot of Greek cooking. To be
No,
honest
this isn't
with you,
Greek.
although I do
This isn't
enjoy it.
Greek. It's called fenugreek. It's a specific spice.
Right.
It's in Greek stuff sometimes, but it's in all
No,
sorts
I've
of
never
stuff.
heard of that.
Yeah, it's a weird
Good
one.
for
It's,
prostate too.
Is it?
Yeah.
Cool. It's in Bear, the spice mix that is traditionally Ethiopian. And so sometimes I try to like mix up my own like Bear mix, which is all a bunch of other stuff, curry sort of stuff, and then fenugreek. But I just thought of it. This doesn't even have fenugreek. But my best thing I made this last year was after a few attempts, I finally got my like spicy lentil soup down. I made one batch in particular, just finally came together, and it's all freestyle. So I haven't really replicated it since or before, but I had this perfect Bear based, which is like spicy.
What's Bear?
It's this Ethiopian mix. It's got like curry stuff, lots of like paprika, chilies, and I think this fenugreek, and then I had like fresh garlic, onion, jalapeno stuff, and then just like made the soup. Turned out great. That's my little specialty.
Yum yum.
There you go. What? So what's?
Yeah,
Yeah. Go ahead.
I used to get an amazing lentil soup from a shawarma restaurant in Kalamazoo,
bet.
Michigan, where I used to live. There was also a great hidden little gem of a restaurant. It was a tiny place that did Indian and Malaysian cooking.
Oh wait.
It was actually a husband from India and a wife
Hybrid.
from Malaysia.
Oh, cool.
And they opened this tiny little backwoods shop, and man, that stuff is so good.
That sounds good.
Such a wild world. The world of cooking and cuisine. So many.
I love it.
So many avenues.
And Cthulhu, my brother here's got to put a cap on the show here. So we're actually wrapping up the show real quick. But we'd love that you called in. Thank you so much.
Yeah, man.
Is there anything? We'll even get into your streaming, which I bet is a great.
Why don't you plug your
fun
streaming
thing.
to give us
anything you
a
wanna
quick
plug
synopsis on
or
that?
leave us with?
Oh, absolutely. I do live streams pretty much daily. Had a pretty crazy one last night, but
You do it on RPAN as well?
Yeah, I do RPAN streams. I do a call-in show, or
No
I
way.
just stream off my phone sometimes. I'm pretty prolific on here.
Are you the gecko by chance?
Yeah, no, drop it. What's that?
Are you the gecko guy, or what's like the theme of your show?
No, I'm not the gecko guy. I am Cthulhu ducking.
I'm gonna check you out. I can't wait.
I leave all my streams. I leave all my streams up too on my posts. So if you want to check in on what I do, then they're always available. I would not recommend last night. It got kind of crazy. I'll put
That
this way,
sounds
it started
good.
Brazilian fart porn and went downhill from there.
Oh, bro. You
That
just
sounds like the exact
backhanded
one.
sold that to us, you sneaky
that's the
bastard.
one we're gonna check out for sure.
Our last show is a dud, which I wouldn't recommend because it sucked because nothing happened. Yours is the opposite.
Yeah, that sounds exciting.
Well, it all depends on the callers and the topics that they want. I basically just do AMAs and try and provide positivity, advice, and encouragement.
I love that.
But I'm part of a collective of a lot of different people that are streamers and RPAN and everything. And we're working together to start up a fellowship of dozens of people who, everything from programmers to gamers to musicians to advice, AMAs, just general anything, really. But just a lot of altruistic people. So,
Damn, that sounds rad.
But yeah, no, check me out. I'm going to give you guys a follow, and feel free to follow me back. And
Will do.
if you see me on, drop in, say hi.
Hell yeah, man. Well spoken. Appreciate you.
No doubt.
What a call.
We'll see you around soon, okay?
Yeah, I appreciate you guys too.
Okay, brother.
Yeah,
Enjoy the rest of your day.
I'll keep an eye out for you guys too.
Okay.
You too, man. Have a good one.
Likewise, brother. Adios. What a way to cap off a triple call day.
So good.
Cthulhu.
So good.
Shout out to him.
Maybe we'll trickling into this like community, see what that's about.
Yeah, dude. Fucking rights, man. Love it. I have to pee so bad. Do you have any closing thoughts?
Nothing that can beat that.
We can any unspoken topics we can save for next week.
Yep.
Okay, dude.
Thanks a lot.
Bless you.
Dude, thanks for all of our awesome people watching and calling. And
Triple header.
And we'll see you next week. Saturdays at 11.
Peace and love. Adios. Are you going to play the music?
Yeah.
Okay, I got to pee. Oh.
I wish I had the music.
Oh, we didn't light the incense, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Taking me to my family. I couldn't handle my freedom. I take the dog and release him. I lose my keys and debate myself. I'll stay at a new fresh place. Oh, 'cause I think I'll find my way back home. While the fresh paws beats on top of me, I got a feeling it won't be long till I squander this epiphany, baby. I can breathe your breath. I taste that soul deep.